80% of real estate brokerages fail. Rarely a week that goes by that I'm not talking to a real estate broker who closed up their brokerage, and I don't think you got into your brokerage to have that happen. It's just how it went down based on some circumstances. That wasn't your original vision. So the majority of us for many years have adopted this mindset that if we just sell more homes, we'll have more money. And then you come to realize that doesn't work. The more homes I sell seems like the less money I have. We didn't start with a profit model. We started with someone else's financial model, and we tried to make it work. 100% of the people I talk to are undercapitalized, and they don't know it. They showed up with a belief that if they just sold more, they would have more. And I'm like, no, you can't out-volume a broken model. 90% of real estate agents quit the business every 5 years. 87% of customers say they will go back to the same agent to do another transaction, but 84% do not. They end up with somebody else. 72% of all the real estate agents didn't even sell a house last year. There is no part of being a real estate agent that you can scale. It's not a scalable thing. So you have to disrupt it. We got our real estate license, we joined a real estate company, and we adopted their financial model. And therein lies the problem. I want to use Mark Spain as an example. Some of you guys know Mark. He runs a pretty good business, but not a high profit business. Let me show you one. His marketing spend is really high. So when he runs a radio ad, to make 10 grand, it cost him 4. So he runs a 40% ad spend on radio. Radio and television are his primary drivers. If his marketing spend is 40% and everything else is the same, what's his net income?
Zero.
Yeah, zero. So what's he going to do? He comes up here to cost of sales and he pays the agent 17%. So what does that mean? Big time churn and low talent. Lots of churn, not very good talent. So he gets up every day having to I got to go recruit more agents because I'm losing them, even though he gives them the appointments. The P&L is the thing that you spit out at the end when you're doing your taxes. So I made money. I spent money, and here's how much I have left. The answer is no, that's not how it works. So if you're making $1 million, and the following year, you're making $1 million. How about this? You're making $1 million, the following year, you're making 2, the following year, you're making 3, the fourth year, you go back to making $1 million. All that sucks, and we don't want any part of that. You can't out-volume a broken model. Is that how you want to build your business? You get to decide, totally up to you. I would recommend that you guys try to pay out a lot more, not less. Keep good talent. Generate more money from the customers, keep your talent, keep them fed, and still focus on your net 30% income. Now, you want to keep good people. They're going to make your business better. The idea here is to make $1 million in net revenue for every $3 million in gross. That's the model. It's a 30% net revenue model without you running around in production as the leader. 20% net profit margin. That tells me he needs 5 agents to sell 1 home each to replace his 1 transaction. Make a 10% net profit, that's 10 agents selling 1 home each to replace your 1 transaction. 30% net revenue, 3 agents selling 1 home each to replace my 1 transaction. Why 3 and not 2? Why not 50%? Replication. There's a business principle in replication to market-proof your business. We work off of 3, not 2, and sure not 1. We need at least 3. Because somebody's legs are going to get kicked out from under them and your business doesn't fall apart. You don't want to lose half your sales force at one time, but if one person is down or sick for something, it's much easier to replace 1 than it is to replace 2. It's more scalable and more market-proof and secure. Just like the chair you're sitting on right now has got 4 legs. If you're sitting on a stool, it's got 3. So this thing that you guys are looking at right here is worthless if we get those things wrong. You'll never see 30% net revenue. What you pay your people is primarily your sales guys if they're going to be your largest expense, and what you take in from the actual customers themselves. Those are the 2 big factors. You don't want to overpay for anything, labor, operations, marketing, nothing. You sure as heck don't want to do that. But at the same time, you want to pay as much as you can to the people that are in your care to where it makes sense for the bottom line of the business. Everything should get a return. If something's on here that you're not able to track a return to, why is it there? The thing that's going to make your payroll work better than anything is incentive-based pay plans. Instead of paying out 100% of everything that you always do, maybe you only pay out 80%. The other 20% is unlocked when they hit the KPIs. It takes stress off of you of having to constantly fly in and manage people. It's a small business person's best print. Could you guys imagine if you were starting over in real estate today, this would be the starting point. The first thing on his business plan, how are we going to make money? The problem is what you do every day, or it's the solution. What most of us do every day is we work too much in the business because you have to, but you really don't. Your ability to work on your business and make it pay is the difference maker. 30% net revenue, net $1 million on $3 million gross, without you having to run around and sell real estate all the time. Once you get it right, it's awesome. Could you guys imagine? No one wants to go back to their former life.